Let's talk markets. Hey everybody and welcome to another Let's Look at the Markets video. It's been rough, plain and simple, rough. Unless you've been shorting or got out in time, you're in a loss and you're not alone. I've been in the market since early 2017 and I've been through this before. It sucks. Before we continue, if you in any way feel so depressed that you can't even get out of bed, be sure to talk to someone, anyone. And if you want to, send me a message and I'll be here to listen. The market is in one of those times that it doesn't matter what you do, every day it goes lower. And it's accelerating. With today being one of the worst days in months, if not years. I too have suffered big losses in a couple of positions, but fortunately I also have cut my losses on some in the past weeks. It sucks. Between the recession fears, rate hikes, legacy markets being in a bear market, war scares, inflation, and on top of that Luna getting absolutely wrecked, it's understandable that it's hard to be a bull at these times. Even a lower than expected inflation number today couldn't move the markets in a positive direction, but honestly, most of what we hear about inflation is lies anyway, with the current inflation being way higher than they tell us. We can all feel it in our wallets when we do groceries, buy fuel or see the rents increase. Let's take a quick look at the charts, although it isn't pretty and we all know we've lost a lot of ground. If we start with Bitcoin, it's clear that we are hanging on to support of the last lows in May until July last year. The one bounce we had has been sold relentlessly, and if buyers don't step up, there's a definite possibility that we're heading a lot lower. We haven't seen the same carnage with Bitcoin and Ethereum yet that we've seen with the rest of the altcoin market. And even worse, while Bitcoin is solely hanging on, BTC dominance is skyrocketing. And that's exactly what you do not want to see. It's a flight to relative safety, but the flight isn't even bringing Bitcoin higher. This week will be crucial. If we start accepting prices below 30, then we have a pretty serious gap until 25k, where we hopefully will find some buyers. If we do fall, then although this altcoin drop has been immense, there is more room downwards. It's like Murphy's Law the last weeks, where everything that could go wrong is essentially going wrong and compounding. What troubles me, and something that I find highly disappointing, since it was my thesis for the last 5 years, is that I always imagined Bitcoin to be the inflation hedge, but there seems to be no inflation hedge anywhere. Bonds are yielding negative rates, counting inflation, gold and silver are going down, crypto is going down, which gives us the bad situation that for now the dollar is the savings haven, even though we are dealing with perhaps up to 50% or more inflation. To make things worse, if you want to counter that with stable yields like Anchor, we just got destroyed too. Still, if this is too much and you want to be sure to not lose more at this time, it may be a good time to take that relative safe haven. We simply have to see buyers stepping in somewhere, and so far every bounce was weak and got immediately sold. Since this channel is a lot about GameFi, let's take a look at Harmony, Jewel and Evoverses, although we already know what it looks like. One has been sold off quite drastically, which went way beyond what I thought was possible. With all the projects being built on it and still the transactions being made, it simply shows that money is retreating out of everything as fast as possible. We're at the point that should have some kind of support, but again, if Bitcoin doesn't hold its support, then it all doesn't matter. Going further and looking at Jewel, then basically it's the same story but worse. Like I said in earlier videos, being in Jewel is being leveraged in one, which is being leveraged in Bitcoin. All great when we have excitement and an uptrend, but evenly bad when the opposite is true. Add in all the drama from before and it's understandable that it's hard to find buyers. Without new gameplay, new excitement, etc., we're basically dealing with an ever-decreasing group of enthusiasts who are also earning daily yields, which some are selling. The buy pressure keeps getting lower while extra jewels are coming onto the market. We need a shift in market sentiment and buying action before we can ever talk about a bottom being formed. Again, it's not only about that, but also about the two big boys, Bitcoin and Ethereum, to change direction. Any talks of support and resistance now are futile. It's about people getting enough trust to put their money back in. Looking at Evoverses, and it's the same story. Built on Harmony, pegged to its price, and the same narrative. It's super early and super risky to now put in any money in a still in development GameFi project. When gameplay comes out and people are not so fearful anymore, this could absolutely fly. But for now, can you blame people for not wanting to put any funds in such a risky play? All projects are down, there isn't a single coin now holding any ground. It's a total run for the exit, and unlike with normal stock markets, we don't have a circuit breaker, which is good. Let us find the floor, and the projects that do come through will fly again. Just look at Mana, Engine, Theta. All went so low during 2018 and 2019 and came back with a vengeance. GameFi, in my opinion, is still inevitable. Why play a game when you can play the same but earn some money? But it's also the furthest away from a safe haven we could be in when risky assets get sold off. So what to do? Well, that all depends. If you need the money, if you cannot bear the losses anymore, if you're stuck to your grass being miserable, then, if only for your mental state, it might be good to just either step away and don't even look or be interested anymore, or if you need the money, take it out, forget about the markets for a bit until we see some recovery. Yes, some are 90% down, but it doesn't mean that we can't go down another 90%. On the other hand, if you don't need the money and you're certain that the project will continue building and become better and stronger after this, then just don't worry. Compound further, play the game, enjoy it and hope for better days. That's basically what I'm doing with DeFi Kingdoms and Evoverses. These are two of my bets where I think they can have a genuine chance to change the gaming landscape, and it may take longer than we want. I'm positioned that I have fiat available for a real cascading event, even worse than today, in case Bitcoin goes down the drain. I have and will keep my Bitcoin and Ethereum positions, and I have a couple of outliers that I believe can fly when the dust is settled. I sincerely hope that you guys didn't put any money in that wasn't necessary for essentials. If you did, make sure you can eat. Crypto will be here, better times will come, survive, position yourself for the future. If possible, DCA into products you believe in, and above all, it's only money. Most of you are young enough to start from zero again. I've done it before and you can too, but don't let it destroy your mental health, because that can cause even more problems than only financial issues. Again, if you need someone to vent to, talk to, rage to, feel free to send me a message. We'll get through this, crypto always has, just got a couple of scars along the way. That's it for today. I hope it helped you. If it did, be sure to subscribe for more content, and as always, I'd really appreciate a like so other people can more easily find the content. Take care, take a deep breath. Thanks for watching, have a great day.